Hi scientists, it's Mrs. Crumback, and today we are going to focus on life science. In particular, we're going to focus on physical characteristics of organisms. This can include plants and animals. And physical characteristics are parts of the animal or organism's structure that helps it to survive. This can include plants and animals as well as insects. And organisms come in all different kinds of sizes, colors, shapes, and they have different things about their physical characteristics that help them to survive. Now, physical characteristics are often very closely related with behavioral characteristics, and owls have a very interesting physical characteristics in that they have no teeth. They have beaks, and because of this, they swallow their prey whole, and their body digests the parts that are soft of their prey, but they can't digest the fur or the bones or the teeth and anything that's hard. So when they swallow their prey whole, the parts that cannot be digested are compressed in the owl's gizzard, and then they regurgitate or spit it out so that they can continue to have room for more prey, and the soft parts of their prey are digested through their system. So when you find an owl pellet, it will look something similar to this. And when you pull it apart, I'm going to try to do this where you can see, you can find various parts of the prey. And when you put them together, like the pieces of a puzzle, that's how scientists determine what type of prey that owl or bird of prey eats, because there are other types of animals that also regurgitate pellets. That would include eagles, hawks, falcons, even robins expel pellets. So after we look through the owl pellet and we get all of the different types of bones, you can see that they can be put back together, and you'll be able to see which type of prey the owl actually ate. Now, owls eat or hunt 1 to 2 times each day, once in the morning and once in the evening. So they produce 1 to 2 pellets per day. There are a lot of interesting things when you go out on a nature hike. You might find organisms interacting with each other, maybe a bird finding a worm, or possibly a honeybee collecting pollen and nectar on plants or flowers. There might be different insects interacting with each other. But there are some important things to remember if you go out on a nature hike of your own. First, always make sure that you follow all safety precautions of social distancing as well as protective equipment. If you're going to touch anything, make sure that you have gloves on. And also, if you're going to take anything from nature, make sure it's only pictures or videos. I brought some of the things inside today because of the beautiful weather. A lot of our neighbors are outside playing games and barbecuing, so it was a pretty loud environment to make a science video. But I wanted to share some of these things, and I will be returning all of the things that I brought in to show you, because even the owl pellet with the fur and the bones, there are organisms that are closer to the ground that use those things to survive themselves. So I would never keep those inside. So if you go out on a nature hike, I hope that you find lots of interesting interactions going on with life science, that you protect yourself, and that you have permission and supervision. I hope that you have a great week, scientists, and I'll see you again next week.